This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, guys. Uh, can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. Last week we discussed about Selenium integration. We saw how testers basically run Selenium test cases from Visual Studio, and of course they can do it from Eclipse as well if they have developed the test cases in Java. Okay, but the process will be same. There won't be any difference. Okay, and we added all these tasks as well, and the pending item is uh, uh, installing the self-hosted agent on one of the servers and configure it basically so that Selenium test cases will run on our specified server in the interactive mode. That means you can see how the browser opens and what Selenium test cases are doing in terms of clicking controls or key in data, something like that. Okay, based on the execution, I mean, if the results are matching with the expected results, then it will be successful. Otherwise, it will be failure. It is as simple as that. Now we'll go and do the configuration of self-hosted agent. This is self-hosted agent, as I told. Okay, so far we've been using Microsoft hosted agent. Okay, so for that, let's go to our Azure cloud. I need to start my machines first. Okay, so these are my machines. Let me go and list out everything here. Okay, so everything is stopped here. Let me start this. Okay, let me start this second server, and then front end server to QA. You can see the notification on the top right corner. What's happening here? Did I click on this? Yeah, it started as well. Okay, parallelly, let me open our DevOps portal as well, dev.azure.com. Okay, so versus the online reservation system pipelines, and we are in the release pipeline. Let's go and edit it. So we already added this artifact, right? Selenium artifact we already added, and we added the steps required to run the Selenium test cases in the QA test basically. Okay, let's open this, and we have added the agent job, right? How did we add? If you have to recap, we went to the topmost parent here. I mean parent here, deployment process, add an agent job. And for other things, you added a deployment group job. So agent job, we added this task. We already configured it, and agent job Selenium. We need to have that. Right now, you see hosted is Azure pipelines. That is what Microsoft hosted it in. Private is the group name under private is default. There are no agents currently. This is what we're going to do. Select basically. Once we configure it, you will see the name here. Okay. So since we have configured the Selenium test cases tasks in QA environment, let's go and configure one of our servers for the with the self-hosted agent so that we can run the unit test cases there. Sorry, not unit test cases, Selenium test cases. Let me take this IP address, do a remote desktop. Sorry. Okay, now how to log in. Okay, let me log into the other servers as well. Front end server 2 QA. It is saying front end server 2 QA is not ready. Let me refresh. We can restart it. I mean, it's always works. Okay, let me log into production as well. So this is done. Let me see now production one, right? Earlier, sorry, QA front end server. Now it is running. Okay, there are no issues. Let me take the IP address. Okay. Now I want to install self-hosted agent in front-end server QA1. Front-end server 1 QA, because this is where I'm deploying my web application, if you remember. In server 2 QA, I'm deploying API, right? So I will log into this front-end server 1 QA and configure the self-hosted agent. So we already have the uh, deployment group agent here. Okay, it's okay. We can have both basically, because deployment group job agent will help release pipeline to deploy the artifacts to the server and configure IAS related stuff basically, and any other tasks as well. This self-hosted agent will also help the connectivity between server and the release pipeline, and will allow you to do any other tasks as well. So you can have one agent each on the server, but in general, we do not have both the agents on the same server. Just for cost efficiency, I am doing it on the same server. Okay, because if I have to take another, I have to take another server and configure it and run it actually. Okay, that's the only difference. Okay, so what is this server IP address? 205. Let me log into 205. Okay, let me close all these things. I don't need all these things. Okay, so the first step is, you need to have the Chrome driver, right? If you remember, you need to have the Chrome driver, and then you need to configure the variables in our release pipeline, and then you can run the release pipeline. But in this server, I don't have the Chrome browser at all, because I need to install the Chrome browser as well. The reason, my Selenium test case will open the browser in the Chrome basically. Okay, let me quickly install Chrome.
It will not work with IE, right? Only
Now
Chrome.
it will work. It will work, but you need to change the driver name. If in our code we referring to Chrome
Yeah, yeah, right.
driver, right? Yeah. And
Okay.
other thing is that, if you know, Microsoft discontinued Chrome, I mean IE support. They're not going to uh, extend the IE functionality. They already announced it, and nobody is using nowadays. I mean, people are using either Chrome or Firefox, right?
Okay.
Your current settings do not allow. Okay, this is a fresh one, right? Let me change the IE settings. Security, custom. Sorry, not this one. Think. Let me make it low. Let me open it here. Oh yeah, acceptance. Let me close this browser because I just changed it, right? I need to restart it. Hmm, what settings I'm missing? This time is net options, security. Okay, play. Should work now. Hopefully now it works. It's trying to download. Can you Google it? What settings to be changed for this? Okay, let me do it. Security, custom, and then download. Download section. Okay, file download. Enable. Let me see if it works now. Okay, downloaded. Let me open this. Run it as a administrator. After this, we will download the Chrome driver as well. Done. Okay. Let me close this. Close this. Close this. Okay. We're good. Uh, what is get started? Okay. Escape. 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 No thanks. That's it. Okay. Let me check the version of this browser. Okay. We need the version, right? Hell. It is 95 54. 95 version 54 minor version. Okay. Download Chrome driver for Selenium. Okay. Chrome driver.chromium.org. Click this. So ours is a 95 basically, 95 version, right? So here we have 95. I think it will work for all 95s. Okay. Click on this 95, and we need for Windows. So click on this Windows zip file. Then let me go here, extract it. Okay, so this is the path basically for the Chrome driver. Let me copy this because I need to configure this in the variable section of release pipeline. First, let's go to our, I forgot. Let me go to the Selenium. What is the path I have given? Let me check that. Okay. Now the code I need to check. Where is that? Unit test. Okay. I commented the local path, and I'm trying to take the path from the environment variable. Okay. This is good. Okay. Now let me paste it here. And then let me take this driver, because you never know where now we keep the software, right? That's the reason. Okay. Now you can go to release pipeline, open it in another tab, edit this, and then go to variable section, add one more variable here, this one, and then take this entire path. That's it. Save this. Now your uh, release pipeline knows where to look for your Chrome driver path basically, which is there in the artifact. Okay, let's come to the pipeline. Now you see guys, one more thing, I have given local host here basically. Okay, generally it will be some domain, right? It could be some dev2prod.com or a microsoft.com or yourjourneys.com, etc. Okay, generally you have to give it, because now I don't worry about this URL here. The reason, I'm going to run my Selenium test cases from the same server where I have the artifacts deployed, where my website is running basically. If both are different, you need to give the actual name of the site here. Okay, rest everything will be same. All these things will be same, only this will change if you're running from a different server. Okay, just remember that. Okay, now let's go to our path. So we have the driver, uh, we have, okay, we have the browser and everything. Now the thing is, download the self-hosted agent from Azure DevOps server and configure it here. Okay, Okay. So what I do, I need to download the agent, right? So I log into my dev.azure.com from here and download it. Otherwise, I need to copy from my laptop to here. It takes some time because of latency. So let me log into dev.azure.com from this server as well to make it easier basically. So sri86@mail.com. Sometimes I forget my password. Let's see. Okay, let me try one more time. Okay, good. Yes. So you are here, right? So how do you install a self-hosted engine? You go to the project settings. Okay, you are in project. Go to the project settings. Okay, and in the project settings, we see all of these menus here basically. Now go to agent pools. Click on agent pools. So Azure Pipelines is what our self-hosted agent. Default is what our uh, sorry, Azure Pipelines is Microsoft hosted agent. Default is our self-hosted agent. If you click here, Azure Pipelines, so we are using hosted agent. We have run our release pipeline, build pipeline a number of times. That is what it is showing here. Okay, and it shows the agents as well. Each time we run our pipeline, right, it create the agents with some name basically, Microsoft hosted agents. Okay, and it will tell you the details and security, what are all the pipelines you can who can access these agents, etc., and some analytics as well. Okay, now go to our agent pools back, click on default. Okay, these are my old agents basically. You can see online trips. Okay, and these are pretty old, June, etc. Okay, now click on the agents. I deleted all the agents before I come here, my old agents. Now go and click on the new agent, either from here or here. Okay, this is how you're going to install self-hosted agent. Okay, you have Windows, Mac, and Linux. So ours is a Windows. Click on this, and first you need to follow these steps as it is. There shouldn't be any deviation. Okay, click on this download. Okay, let me open this. Show in folder. So this is in downloads folder, right? VSTS agent, this one. Okay, now minimize it. Now the next step is you need to run a set of commands in your server wherever you are configuring it. So this is not a command prompt, this is a PS, means PowerShell basically. Okay, now let's open PowerShell script window. Okay, PowerShell, right click and run it as an administrator. Okay, always if you are doing something, open it as administrator. Okay, now I'll tab. Now what is the first step? It is saying go to C drive and run this mkdir agent. Mkdir agent means it basically create a folder with the name agent in the C drive. Okay, now let me go to here C drive itself. Okay, I'm in now C drive. You can see, paste that mkdir agent, enter. So the agent, a folder with agent name has been created. You can go and check. Okay, C drive. You can see the agent. Right now this is empty. Okay, AZ agent is created by your deployment group job basically. Now get into agent. Okay, go back here and we have other steps to run. Now what it is saying, CD agent, that means point your command prompt to folder cd agent. Done. I'm in agent folder now. What is the next step? It is running, it is saying, hey, extract the zip folder that is there in our downloads folder and copy paste into your agent folder. That's what it is saying. So it is using some PowerShell libraries to take the, you can see downloads vsts etc, right? And a dollar home means it's a variable. Dollar home means it will go and look in all the folders basically. You will understand this PowerShell script once you learn the PowerShell as part of our sessions. Okay, I copied it, paste this here. You just need to right click to paste it. Okay, takes a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's done. Now if you go to your agent folder, you can see the zip file is been extracted and content is been copied to agent folder. Okay, now what is the next one? It is saying run the .config config.cmd file. It is asking to go to, there is a config batch file, run this one. That's what it's saying. Run it as it is. So take this dot entire thing. It automatically configure it for you. Okay, paste it, run this. Okay, now you need to give the server URL, enter server URL. So this is about your till organization. Okay, uh, same thing when you, how you did it for PAT, basically personal access token. Right click here, done. Enter authentication type, press enter for PAT. Yes. Okay, now I need to have a token, right? Let's go here. I would say I will open another tab here, or I can access from here as well, right? Outside, click here, create a personal access token, and create a new token, Selenium virtual names. Okay, you can keep it expiration anything. I will give the full access. Okay, create, copy, and let's go to that server. I just want to check if it is copied or not. Go to notepad in the server, try to paste it. Okay, sometimes it will not be copied because you are moving from your local to server. Okay, you just need to check like this. Go here, right click here. It is connecting to the server. Now it is saying enter agent pool name. Okay, so in our pipeline agent configuration, you see default, right? If you want to use the same name like the default, you can press enter. If you want to give some different name, you can give some different name. I'm just pressing enter. Enter agent name, press enter for front end server 1. Okay, what it is saying, hey, you are installing the agent and configuring the agent. You already given group name as default. Now tell me what name to be used for the agent. So since you will have only one agent per server, it is always better to use the server name for the agent as well, so that you can identify in Azure DevOps portal, because you will go and see in the Azure DevOps portal, right, how many agents are there. If you use a different name than a server name, then you will get confusion. Okay, which agent belong to which server. So always go with the server name. Okay, that's why the script also suggests that one. Okay, front end server one. Okay, enter work folder. Okay, it needs some temporary location or some location to run, right? So press enter for underscore work. Just enter and run enter run agent as a service. Okay, press enter for now. So I don't want to run agent as a service, okay? Because we want to run it in an interactive mode, right? If it has to be interactive mode, it shouldn't be a service. Basically, service means it runs in the backend. Okay, so let's go and press enter for no, I don't want to run it as a service, so press enter. Okay, enter configure autolog and run agent on startup. Yes, I want to run agent on startup here, so press y. I want to run it. If I press enter, it will not run on the startup, means whenever server is restarted, it will not run. You have to run, you have to reconfigure again. That's the reason I pressed y. Enter user account to use for auto logon. Hopefully you are able to see my entire screen. Sometimes people don't see. Okay. Enter user account to use for auto logon. I use my admin credential of the server. Okay. Asura 86. Okay. Enter and then password. Okay. Done. It is asking everything is done. Restart the machine at a later time. Press enter for now. Okay. Uh, yes. I don't want to restart. Restart the machine at a later time. Yes. Okay, now our agent is been configured. See how many things you did here. So you given the URL of your server, Azure DevOps server, that Azure DevOps portal. As I told you, you have to take till organization name, and then you generated a personal access token and used it here, and you allow script to name your agent pool and agent as well, default and front end server one. And then the important item here is that run agent as a service, you always say no for it. Okay, and the other one is you need to give your credentials, admin credentials basically, of your server to run this agent, because it has to have access to your browser to open the browser to run something in the backend as well. Okay, those are all the things you need to give attention here. Okay, now your agent is configured. Okay, we already done it here. Basically, you don't need to uh, do this dot run command. Okay, now let me close this. Okay, now you can see here. Let me see, earlier it was not showing, right? Now it is showing the agent job but in offline. Let me refresh it. Oh, okay, okay. I think run, it did not start immediately, right? Okay, it is recommending run it for auto login effects to take effect basically. Okay, let me restart it. I don't have a choice. I don't want any updates here. Okay, let me do it from here. If I take updates, it takes some time basically. Okay, front end server Q1, right? Restart the server. Okay, from here. If I do it there, it takes some time. It may install some updates, which may take some time. Okay, successfully restarted the virtual machine. Yeah, you see that server has been gone basically. Let me refresh the status. Yeah, it is running. Let me take this IP address now. Give it a minute basically. SDSC, paste it. It's still starting, it looks like. Okay. Two zero five, right? Close this. That window should come. Looks like when I'm pressing yes or no, right? I made a mistake. Let me go to services dot. Looks like instead of Y, I pressed no. Instead of no, I pressed Y. It seems. Okay. It should be running it as a service here. Okay. Okay. Where is my browser? Okay. Chrome. Did I enter the right server?
This is a different server, no?
Is this a different server? Oh, sorry. This is a different server. Oh man, that's what I'm
Didn't
checking. Where
start,
is this? Okay, okay.
didn't start actually.
No, no, no. I got confused. It gave me a warning. I ignored it. It seems. Yeah. That's what I'm checking. Where is the Chrome browser? I installed the Chrome browser. Okay. Let me log in. Now it is ready. It started running, but it was not ready to log in. Okay. Okay. It's good, right? Now you see uh, the agent started basically. It is listening for jobs. You can see it here, right? Okay. Let me close everything except that. Okay. And you have the Chrome browser here as well. Okay. Let me check. inetmgr is the shortcut of IIS. Okay. Okay. Now what we do? Let me down. Let me minimize this like this. Okay. Okay. I'd like to show side by side basically. Okay. Let me minimize this and minimize this. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to deploy the code now. Okay. We'll trigger it manually because we already have all the information what we needed, right? We ran that build pipeline as well, right? Pipeline. Yeah, we ran the Selenium and we had the build pipeline as well. Okay. I can see it if I want. This is the commit, right? I just want my text box here. Okay. I don't have a text box here, it seems. Okay. What I do, let me go and see the. I don't have text box, it will fail, right? Sorry. Your journeys. Mm. So if we continue in the other session, right, this is what happens. We will forget what, I mean, whether we checked in, etc. Sorry. Click on. Okay. Let me check if there are any pending changes here. Okay. There are no pending changes. That means uh, code must have been here. Only the thing is I did not build it basically. Okay. Let me go and check it. Okay. Scripts are not scripts. That's there in the views, home, about. Yeah. So now let me run the pipeline of this. Okay. So that we will have the latest artifacts. Go here. This is our web, right? Let's run this pipeline. Once this is run, we have the latest artifacts for the web and latest artifacts of Selenium. We already have the pipeline. We added it there, and we just run the pipeline. That's it. Okay, done. We have the artifacts ready. Now go to the release pipeline. Just check one more time what you have done. You added a variable Chrome driver uh, where the Chrome driver is there for your Selenium, and then you added an artifact, and then QA environment. You added an agent job and added this task Visual Studio Test Platform installer for the framework to be downloaded, and then VS Test assemblies, and it will take the Selenium test DLL. That's it. Now let's go and create a release. Select QA because you have multiple environments. You can give some description or you can go and create. Release 10 has been created. Since it is manual, you need to trigger the deployment manually. Okay. So before that, what I do, let me put like this. Okay. I just want to put it side by side. Okay. So when I run this, so right now there is nothing open here, right? In this server, there is no Chrome browser open, only this command prompt open basically. Okay. Now go and click this deploy. Okay. And now click on deploy. Click on logs. It's taking some time. That's okay. Let me refresh it. Still queued. Oh man, release 9, something is happening here. Oh, did I trigger something? Ah, guys, please observe this. Okay, agent job Selenium is running. I tell you why it happened. Okay, first see it first. The browser should be opening now within a couple of seconds. Agent job is running. Selenium is running. VS test assemblies. Now you can see here VS test assemblies task is running. Yeah, browser is opened. You see in the server. If I scroll up, okay, you see UI is downloaded, and then it typed in that hello, this is Purna as well. Okay, now when it finishes, once it finishes, it closed the browser as well, right? Now if I go here, it was listening for jobs, and agent job Selenium has been triggered, and it completed, succeeded basically. Guys, you know why it triggered? The reason, actually we enabled continuous deployment trigger. If you go to, you know, pipeline, if you go and see the edit pipeline, sorry, options, where is that? Yeah, here, sorry, here. Okay, continuous deployment trigger, it was enabled basically the moment I build this online reservation system, right? Pipeline, it triggered basically, the pipeline was completed, build pipeline, it immediately triggered the continuous deployment trigger. That's the reason release 9 started. But since I forgot that CD is enabled here, I manually triggered release 10 as well. That was the reason I was in queue basically. If I'm not wrong, the other one should be going on now. You see, it was trying to deploy into production, but it's not happening because we enable that approvals, right? If you click on release 9, it is pending for approval. Okay, I have another use case to explain here now because of this one. Now you see the job, the CD pipeline triggered, and it successfully deployed to QA. Okay, and then it came to production environment. It stopped basically because approval was not received. Now an agent is being an agent, a Microsoft hosted agent is being given to this one. Now since this is pending for approval, the agent is released, and it started running release 10 basically. You see, release 10 triggered because that was in queue. You remember a few minutes ago, this release 10 was in queue for the agent. Why it was in queue? Because I have only one parallel agent. That means I can run only one pipeline at a time. Be it a CI pipeline or CD pipeline, I can run only one pipeline at a time. That's the reason when release 9 was happening, release 10 did not start basically. When in the release 9, when it went to the production stage, it was on hold because approval was not received. At that time, released, the agent that is assigned to release 9 has been released and allocated to release 10, and then, and because of that one, uh, this release 10 QA started running and successful. Now you got the concept. even parallel jobs as well. At any point of time, you can run pipelines that are equivalent to the number of parallel jobs that you have. The other thing that you noticed here is that if something is unpending, let us say the production is unpending, then the agent that is allocated for this pipeline will be released and then assigned to some other one which is in queue. Okay, and even though now you go and approve it, let us say production, if you go and approve it, the pipeline will not be started immediately till the agent is available. Okay, any doubts here?
No problem.
So that's the parallel job concept. Unconsciously we came to that situation. Okay, now if I go to my, so here also, you know, it is queued, you see now. Okay, this is completed, now this is queued production, and it is pending for approval on you. If I go here, it didn't even kick off basically. The reason, uh, your QA is completed. Now your Azure DevOps knows that, hey, I already taken this agent from release 9 where production was on pending basically. Now what this environment did, this reallocated agent of this release 10 to release 9 because it's already in queue. It gets a priority, right? Okay, guys, that's how you can integrate your Selenium test cases in interactive mode basically by using self-hosted agent. When you are using self-hosted agent, you need to follow the main configuration items what I mentioned. So go ahead and when you are running the agent and configuring it, right, follow those steps carefully. If you make any mistake like yes or no there, it may not be running in the interactive mode. Okay, that means your pipeline, your Selenium test case will run, but you will not see the browser opening and some actions in that browser basically. That's the only difference. Okay, any doubts? What
Okay.
I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel this because I can save some money. Okay, I canceled it. Okay, and I go to release 9 as well.
Shall I
I can
approve it?
cancel. No, no, I'm just canceling it. uh, I can save some money, that's it, nothing more than that. Okay, because you already seen it. If I redeploy it, it will again come for your approval. Let us say redeploy. Now it will come for your approval.
Yeah, it came.
Yeah, if you want to do it, that's okay then. Okay, you you approved it, now it's in progress. Go to logs. So it is deploying to front end server 1 production, I guess. Okay. Yes. So production server is what? Production server is 72, 241, 72. Okay, I think I closed it. Let me, I can I can take it from, I can access from outside as well, as I told you. You just need to check it, right? That's the reason I'm logging. Is it been completed? Yeah, it's been completed. Okay, let's see the latest code. Close this, open this. So if there is a text bar, that means we have the latest code, right? Local, yeah. So this is the URL, right? Localhost about. Your journey is home about. Okay, you have it here. Latest text box with a hello. That means latest code is deployed here as well. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. You've seen how to integrate Selenium and how to configure self-hosted agent. Okay, you can install that self-hosted agent anywhere you want basically and follow the same steps. Okay, I will stop it for today. We'll continue some other CD continuous deployment and delivery aspects tomorrow. After that, we will get into PowerShell, and then we'll come back to a CD pipeline after completion of PowerShell script. Okay, that's how it will go. Okay, any doubts?
No, Purna.
No problem.
Okay, yeah. Okay then. Thank you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow.
No.
Please practice it so that you will remember. Okay.